Okay, it's the final game of the NBA Cup group stage, and you guys need a win to advance. MP, what's going through your mind?
I'm not worried. We're gonna win. Hey, that reminds me, bro. There's some new restaurants in Vegas. We need to try, bro. Right. And to all my followers, make sure you go out and get your plane tickets. We're going to the knockout round.
Love the confidence. All right, tell us what it's like playing in a single elimination game like this.
Well, as you know, I didn't go to college. So for me, this is like the tournament. One and done. Losing, you go home. That type of pressure. I live for that. And I'm feeling like I could hit a game winner.
That would definitely go viral and get us some new followers. So yeah, go ahead and do that.
I got you, bro. And for all of y'all, make sure you keep your phones ready, because this is about to be crazy.
Good evening, everyone. This is the fourth and final group stage game for these teams in the NBA Cup. It should be a great one. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Let's see some of the numbers here for Kelly Oubre.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. George is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then it's Jared McCain. And it's Maxey in at the point. And looking at the Nets, Thomas is out there with MP. Then it's Zaire Williams. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Clowney in at the 4. And these teams have had different stories so far in the NBA Cup. Greg, one is undefeated. The other is under 500 in these games.
Yeah, so that 3-0 team has major motivation, right? They want to keep the momentum going, but don't sleep on their opponent. They want to win to register some positive momentum and also focus on the regular season.
And for MP in this last group stage game, it's very important for him to have a great performance.
Yeah, MP has to be happy with his team's position in this final group stage game. All you can ask for is a chance to advance. Remember, MP's made it known he wants to lift that NBA Cup.
And George gets it to go.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. I asked, what do you do about Tyrese Maxey, a guy who can spark plays out of thin air? Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, I'm trying to keep someone in front of him all night. I don't want Maxey seeing the shots he wants or the passing lanes he's looking for. It's a tough assignment, but coach says he's got the right guys for the job. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. And with a bigger responsibility, Tim, the efficiency numbers for Tyrese Maxey taking a bit of a dip.
Well, they certainly have, but they've gone from great to just good enough. But I think, Kevin, as he gets more help and more guys come back from injury, those numbers will recover.
They sure will. Now here's Williams. After the miss from Tyrese Maxey. Count that one.
Talk about a fast start. 4 for 4 right out of the gate.
The 76ers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Now, here's Maxey. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Here's Bryant, and the dunk by MP.
This young kid's got some ups. MP throwing it down.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. McCain against Thomas. Shoots. A nice shot by McCain.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now, here's MP. This game, an incredible scoring display for him.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
From deep, Maxey. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Here's Bryant. It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7. He has made 7.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Back to Maxey. Outside, George. For 3. Sinks the three-pointer. McCain's got 5 points so far.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
It's good.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Oubre outside. 11 feet away. Rebound, Brooklyn. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And I know all too well missing free throws can become contagious, and that's what happened to them.
Here's George. Following the basket by MP. Over Williams. And the shot no good, a bit short.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Wasted no time on that one.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Now, here's Maxey. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Orlando. A nice shot by McCain. Nets leading by 8. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bryant. Paul George grabs the miss. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Back to Maxey. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. A 3 from MP. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. George way outside. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We come back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action play. Hoop out there on the floor for the Nets. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Bryant is out there with Cam Thomas. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Zaire Williams. And it's Clowney in at the 4 spot. So that's the Nets 5.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. And by the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected pick.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020. He's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I tried hard to foresee and envision this. Back to you, Kevin.
The drive for greatness, something to watch. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Maxey gets it to go on the assist by Drummond. 6 points for Tyrese Maxey. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. MP to the rack.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
And 1:01 left now here in the second. Pass to McCain. Oubre inside. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Good on the three-point shot. Maxey's got 9.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Bryant. Again, the Nets for 2.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
40 seconds left in the first half. MP against Maxey. Here's George. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
But he also had an impact as a facilitator, generating offense for others.
And Bryant gets it to go.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
George with the ball. 6 points for him. Misses the 3. And so it's MP making things happen for the Nets. He has been a determined scorer today. 29 points altogether for him. And I think there's more where that came from. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Brooklyn Nets.
Inside the paint, they've been so aggressive, just steamrolling dudes.
Pummeling, drummeling, jackhammering. They're in demolition mode, baby.
Yeah, I'll get my hard hat for the second half. And moving on, guys, it's early in the season, but always a good time to check out the power rankings.
You know, right now for the Nets, they're no joke. They've been the class of the division, and I think this is just the floor for them.
I just want to see them sustain it. Not for a week, not for a month, for the entire year.
Sustain.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, for all the anticipation around NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up the revenue from this new national broadcasting deal, so the timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Shams, we thank you very much for that report. Taking a look at the 76ers, they've got Drummond, Kelly Oubre out there with George. Then there's Maxey. And it's McCain in a shooting guard. Shot clock at 2. George, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And that one's good. MP. Bryant's got 4 points this quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Maxey on the wing, covered by MP. Drummond with a screen on Thomas. McCain, the three-pointer, no good. Nets leading by 21. Bryant on the wing. Takes a three. Sinks the triple. Bryant's got 36.
Well, all systems go here early on. That's 3 in a row since Jump Street.
You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer.
Maxey with it, working on Bryant. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And that miss makes them 0 for 4 to start this quarter. Not exactly the start they were hoping for.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
Yeah, physically they are being overwhelmed in the paint right now. That can be hard to fix because it's a personnel issue.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Oubre passes to George. Outside, Maxey. George with the screen on Bryant. And here's Maxey outside. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Pass to MP. Fires the three. And the three ball is good. MP's got 43 points.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. And Drummond kicks to Maxey. They need this one. A nice shot by McCain. McCain's got 13.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
And MP throws it down.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
There's 1:40 left in the third quarter of the game. George finds Maxey. From downtown. Rebound by Williams.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's MP, and again it's Brooklyn converting.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
George looking over the floor. Drummond sets the screen for George. Back to Drummond, 6 to shoot. And here's Maxey outside.
Incredible recognition and effort from MP. He deserved to come up with that block.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
Here's Maxey. Another miss by Maxey.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. In the corner, it's McCain. No good again that time. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. MP, that's for 2. And got it! Another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And here's George. There's the triple. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Brooklyn making a change here. Bryant's checked in, and the 76ers will go for a different look here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Horford. Oubre comes in for Edwards. George is checked in for Quentin Grimes. And Jared McCain subbed in for Edgecombe. We've got Terrence Mann. Johnson is out there with Bryant, and it's Wolf in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Shot from the wing. Shot is good off the back rim and in. MP's got 53.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Outside, George. Trying to find Maxey and gets it to him. Yep, that one goes in there.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
Here's Bryant, and the dunk by MP.
He is red hot, leading the game in scoring.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. From deep, George. Wilson grabs the board.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
He got it again! Sensational!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Here's McCain. Pass to Maxey. Wide open. That shot missing.
Gotta knock down that shot. When you don't, you're letting the defense off the hook.
Wilson the pass to MP. From the corner. Another one goes. Incredible. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Here's Maxey. Oubre passes to Maxey. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Bryant.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it.
Hits it again. Wow.
Just a magnificent showing for him tonight offensively. Buckets coming in rapid succession.
And get this, guys. He's now tied for the 3rd most 60-point games in league history.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Pass to MP. And another one.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on MP.
Probably the last guy you want to foul out there. Maxey almost automatic at the strike.
That one is off. Another young rising player in this league who's learning as he goes along is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he continues to get more responsibility on his plate, and I think as he starts to embrace that leadership role a little bit more and become more vocal, I think then you're going to start to see Philly really do some great things.
Yeah, maturing before our eyes. Maxey against MP. Outside, Maxey. Driving in, and slam dunk by Maxey.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Well, they have finally found something that's working, but it's against a defense that clearly has led up since they have the lead.
Count it, good.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
Maxey looking it over. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This team is still perfect in the NBA Cup, 4-0. They are group winners.
And now as we enter the knockout stage, they're one of my favorites in the Cup. They've played that well.
Let's now go courtside and join Jennifer Quintana. Jennifer?
MP, with that win, you guys have just advanced to the knockout round of the NBA Cup. What does that mean to you?
It's exciting. It's so exciting, Jennifer Quintana. Our fans are really into the NBA Cup, and we want to make sure they can be a part of it. There's also a few of us with friends and family in Vegas, so it's going to be fun. And if you want a behind-the-scene look at our path to the Cup Finals, check out my social channels. We got new videos dropping all the time.
MP with the plug. Very savvy marketing.
Oh, we the savviest, Jennifer.
You be good, MP.
Hey, you be better.
Back to you, Kevin.
Hey, Jen, thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And
Great win tonight, fellas. Great win, great win. Yeah. Listen up. All you guys have the skills, and all you guys have the talent. It's the NBA. Everyone is good.
Everybody.
What it takes is great passion, and you guys showed that passion tonight. I know some people in the media are saying that we can't win the Cup. That's no surprise. But think back to when you first told somebody you was going to the NBA. How many people laughed in your face? How many people believed you? People will always tell you what you can't do because they're scared.
Tell them,
They see you trying, and they're afraid you might make it, and if you do make it, they feel like they should have tried too. But it's too late for them. It ain't too late for us, though.
No, it ain't.
Listen, you made it this far, so why stop now? We're going to go all the way to Vegas, and we're going to hold up that shiny trophy, and everyone is going to see it from the Strip to from the Hoover Dam. So let's go, guys. Bring it in.
Go, bring it in.
All right. Vegas on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Vegas!
'60 is serious business, MP. I know you tired, because I for sure was. Congrats.
shaking, MP.
Hi, folks. Glad to have you with us here. You're watching the East quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. We're excited to bring it to you. We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Flanked by Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at the Nets. They've started strong this year, holding the second place spot. And checking out the Cavaliers, they're sitting with the third seed.
I think for the Nets, it's impressive how well they have played. I mean, some teams need more time before they start clicking, but not them. They were ready from the beginning.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
All right, let's send it over to the sidelines to Jennifer Quintana.
So, Coach Ray, how is your team approaching this game knowing that a win sends you to Las Vegas for the semifinals?
Well, we made it clear to our guys that you have to approach the game like any other game, while realizing that the crowd and the other team are going to be more intense than usual. But you can't force it. You have to let the game come in, pick your spots.
Is he telling you that it's just another game again? Listen, don't believe that. Coach was up till 3 a.m. last night.
Oh, is that right, Coach? Were you extra nervous for this one?
Just up late studying the game plan like always.
Okay, I'm going to have to start calling him Coach Cap from now on.
Coach, I know you're a Las Vegas native. Any extra pressure to get back home to see friends and family?
No, it's not about me at all. It's about the team.
Ooh, there he goes, Coach Cap. He wants it. He wants it bad. Look at him.
Okay, he's got a big personality, don't he?
Well, okay, that's putting it mildly. Best of luck to you, Coach, both in the game and dealing with this rascal here. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thanks, Jennifer. And one of these teams tonight will be moving on to the NBA Cup semifinals on the Eastern Conference side. The other will be out.
And we've been looking forward to this for a while. It's when we get to see how much fun this tournament is. It's do or die time, and there are no second chances in the NBA Cup.
A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Mitchell and Hunter will be filling out the wings. Mobley and Allen patrol the paint for him. And it's Garland in at the 1. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, MP is out there with Cameron Thomas. Then it's Nicholas Claxton, and it's Wilson in at the 3, the small forward. And this is, of course, a critical game for MP to come through and help his team stay alive in the battle for the NBA Cup. I'm anticipating the intensity to be a little more ramped up in this one.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you can sense that element of urgency. We're going to see players diving for the loose balls, pounding defense, some fast-paced action end to end. All eyes, including mine, will be on how MP rises to the occasion.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, this summer, the entire Cavaliers executive front office staff received multi-year contract extensions. Over the last 3 years, Cleveland has had the 3rd best record in the association. Guys, and there's a sense that a culture is being created that is permeating every level of this organization.
You'd love to hear it. Okay, Shams, thanks for the update.
Well, you can't allow MP to get into the lane. Even when you body up to him, he's still able to score it.
And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a 5-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
The Cavaliers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Back to Garland. Outside Hunter. Mobley finds Hunter. Allen with a screen on MP. 5 on the clock. Garland, no good.
And maybe they're a little too excited today. They need to settle down. They've opened up 1 for 4.
MP shot is good.
MP is in a great rhythm right now. It behooves this team to just keep feeding this young guy.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to talk with Jordy Fernandez for a minute. I asked about what he was planning to do about the athletic and energetic Evan Mobley. Coach said, my guys have studied the reports, we've reviewed the film, we are as prepared for him as we can be. Now, if our whole team could also grow another 3 inches, then we'd really be in good shape. Coach had jokes, but he also has a plan. Guys?
And Allie, thanks. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. A different look for Cleveland. Lonzo Ball comes in for Hunter, and it's Merrill in for Donovan Mitchell. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Cleveland working the ball around now. Here's Ball. Merrill outside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. And the power rankings look more concrete every day. Plenty of games behind us here in December. You take a look at Cleveland. They slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
When I look at the Nets, they've had a cold stretch and are desperately looking to end their losing streak. You can bet tensions are high in that locker room.
Mitchell's checked in for Garland. Here's MP. Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that?
Boy, the explosive finish at the cup by MP. He might have surprised himself, folks.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. The Cavaliers trail by 15. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And he's going for the oop here. And Mobley throws it down.
The unspoken communication on the alley-oop, and Evan Mobley making his teammate look good.
Since entering the...
Oh, he did it!
Punch it home!
Nice! And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Mitchell, the pass to Allen. Now Mobley. Merrill outside. Sinks it from distance.
Well, you see Evan Mobley developing those passing skills. What a nice look.
And here's Bryant. Really played well against New Orleans in his last game. Just outstanding. He hits again, and he's still a perfect 9 for 9.
He's rolling. The best start to a game you could hope for.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cavaliers. They trail by 14. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets. Came away with a win.
And in the last meeting, they were the better defensive team. They were the disruptors, causing turnovers all over the place.
I think they took tremendous satisfaction from that performance and ended up winning going away. So is it something they'll look to repeat tonight?
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Merrill outside. Pass to Mobley. Merrill outside. Allen a screen. The shot by Merrill, no good. Here's Bryant. There's the drive. Uses the glass on the layup. 25 points for MP.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball. Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
And so it's Brooklyn liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. Back after... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Nets pretty much in control here.
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
All right, on the floor for Cleveland, getting going. Major factor as well. And so the timeout by Jordy Fernandez here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Mitchell finds ball. Pass to Merrill. Puts up a three. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Well, Grant, last season, the Nets retired number 15, the jersey of Vince Carter.
Yeah, half man, half amazing. In his half-decade in New Jersey, making 3 All-Star teams, 2 as a starter, and joins his former teammate Jason Kidd amidst the 7 jerseys we see hanging above us. A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Donovan Mitchell can put up points, but he's sacrificing some of that to get his teammates going. He said, quote, "For me, it's about balancing, picking my spots, picking my games, empowering everybody. But sometimes I've got to go do what I'm paid to do." Guys, back to you.
He can heat up in a hurry. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Mitchell misses. Brooklyn leading by 14. Bryant outside. From downtown, drops in the three. MP's got 32 points.
Well, the catch-and-shoot game is definitely in the bag of MP.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Mitchell, the pass to Merrill. Ball outside. Let's go with a three. Hits a three-pointer. Ball's got 6 in the quarter.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Here's Bryant. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Nets lead by 16. For Cleveland, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Nance. From behind the arc. Rebound Brooklyn. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
And in that game, it wasn't just the starters who played a big part. They got a ton of points off the bench.
When you get that kind of a complete effort, that's a game you're going to win far more often than not. Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
Well, when you think about Cam Thomas, Doris, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Well, it's the first thing that comes into Cam's mind, and that's put the ball in the basket. And the ability to do it from range or off the bounce, this guy is a special offensive player.
For Brooklyn, Claxton, he's checked in for Clowney, and Wilson is subbed in for Williams. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Allen, he's checked in for Nance. Evan Mobley comes in for Craig. Hunter's checked in for Merrill, and Darius Garland subbed in for Ball.
The floor spacing ability on display by MP right there.
Take it away! Thomas with the ball, guarded now by Mitchell. And MP throws it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Mitchell misses.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
Bryant and Brooklyn again with a bucket.
Oh, pull up on a dime. MP doing work.
Here's Garland looking to end the run. And it's Mitchell, the miss.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
A nice shot by MP.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Garland, the kick to Hunter. Picked it out of midair. Fast break, Brooklyn. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's MP making things happen for Brooklyn. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for.
I think for Brooklyn, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Brooklyn Nets.
Well, they're...
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
They've got MP. He's out there with Cam Thomas. And it's Wilson in at the 3. So that's the Nets 5. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's...
And again!
And it's hard to believe how many times he's lit up the scoreboard like this over the years.
He's coming very close to tying the mark for 4th most 50-point games in NBA history. Outside Garland. From deep, Mitchell nails it from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got 8.
Donovan Mitchell will answer with his own 3. This guy has got a ton of pride and competitiveness.
Stolen by Mobley. Garland with the ball, now guarded by Bryant. 3-pointer. Cleveland the rebound. Pass to Mitchell. Takes a 3. Drills it from deep. 11 points in the game.
That's Mitchell is lethal, and if you allow him a corner 3 opportunity, there's going to be no hesitation.
And it seems like the East is wide open doors. How do the Cavs capitalize with a deep run?
Well, I think they can start with continuity. They have a quality young core when you think about Evan Mobley, when you think about Darius Garland, when you think about Jared Allen. So I'm not arguing for complacency by any stretch of the imagination, but I do think there's a strong case for running it back and giving a talented offensive team with a double big lineup another opportunity. I think they're good enough.
Garland for 3. And Bryant pulls it down.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Yet another bucket. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Garland against MP. Allen, the pass to Mitchell. The kick to Hunter. Launches a 3. He buries it from 3. Hunter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Here's Bryant. And MP throws it down hard.
There you go, MP. Hammer it home, young fella.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Cleveland has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Pass to Allen. Outside Mitchell. Lets the 3 fly. And Cleveland another 3.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, BA.
And good! There's another!
And with this tremendous night, he is tied for second most. Point games in a season.
What a year he's having. Game after game, being able to score so effortlessly. Truly remarkable. Sends it home from three-point land.
I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
Of course, we got to give credit to Darius Garland for continuing to develop his body.
BA, like every smaller guard in the league, teams attack him defensively. So just like a Steph Curry, you build your strength and your balance, and you continue to play with pride on that end, and that is pivotal to his development.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Nance, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Craig comes in for Evan Mobley. Merrill, he's checked in for Hunter. And it's Ball in for Darius Garland. Mitchell, good.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
For Brooklyn, they've gone a perfect 7 for 7 and looking strong in this third quarter. Bryant cashes in the 12-footer.
Getting it done from the in-between area, MP, just taking what the defense gives them.
Now here's Mitchell. 20 points for him. And the Cavaliers, another three.
He has been a one-man show trying to keep them competitive.
The three is up. And Bryant good for three.
Putting on a shooting clinic from deep. He had that huge first half, and he's still rolling.
34 seconds left in the third quarter here. Pass to Craig. Back to Mitchell. 4-3. Mitchell can't get that one to fall. Brooklyn has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. And he comes up with a bucket.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Now they've got the Bulls ahead of them next in Chicago. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Outside Craig from the arc. He can't hit that time. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. It's the Nets just dominating this one. And fourth quarter basketball will be... And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, full line change here for Brooklyn. Brooklyn leading by 17, setting the floor for the Cavaliers. Garland and Mitchell, the lethal backcourt pair. The twin towers, Mobley and Allen, the combo inside. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position.
Yeah, just making the shot look easy. MP certainly has put some work into his shooting motion.
And here comes Cleveland. They're on a 14-3 run. From deep, Mitchell. Brooklyn with the board. Claxton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's MP, and there's another one for Brooklyn.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Garland finds Mobley. The three from Mitchell. It's hauled in by Wolf.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
And MP throws it down.
Yeah, terrific take by MP. He's just punishing them on the drive.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Garland, the pass to Mitchell. So we see the Nets taking the W here, showing the rest of the Eastern Conference what kind of team they're going to be this year.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do in the semifinals. The NBA Cup has a way of humbling teams.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching.
Hey, it's simple. We talked about what we wanted to do, and we went out there and did it. Okay? And that's what I'm talking about. That's the way you close out a game. But there's someone here who put those pieces into place, and he doesn't usually get a lot of credit for it. You know? I know this win means probably just as much, if not more, to him than it does to any one of us. Because he's ready to go back to Vegas and lift that cup up. And guess what? We're about to make that happen for him. So, tonight's game ball goes to the pride of Jackson High School, Coach Ray. Give it up, y'all. Hey, I'm sure I speak for everybody here when I say we love you, Coach. And we all can't wait until you have us over at your place for dinner in Vegas. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Let's celebrate Coach. You deserve it.
Is tough. You're gonna luck your way into that.
Hi, MP. I'm Tess. Welcome to the Gatorade training facility. We've designed all this with the help of the Gatorade Sports Science Institute.
Yeah,